Have you ever pulled up your investment account, stared at the number on the screen, and thought, wait, am I actually getting anywhere with this? Maybe you've managed to save a couple $1,000. Or maybe, after years of grinding, you've scraped together $20,000 or even $30,000. But let's be honest, no matter where you're at, that $1 million milestone, it feels like it's on some other planet, doesn't it? Here's the part that will mess with your head. Once you cross $100,000, you're actually way closer to millionaire status than you think. In fact, mathematically, you're already a full 1/3 of the way there. Sounds insane, right? Almost too good to believe. Well, it's not. Stick with me, because once you see the math, you'll never look at your money the same way again. I'm Ryan, and yeah, I've spent way too many late nights obsessing over money, compounding, and why most people stay trapped in that paycheck-to-paycheck hamster wheel. And if you want to understand how wealth really gets built, not by lottery tickets, not by luck, but by boring, predictable math, then this is for you. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They imagine building wealth as this linear process. Like, okay, every dollar I save gets me $1 closer to my goal. So, save $10,000, you're $10,000 closer. Save $50,000, you're $50,000 closer. Logical, right? Well, completely wrong. That linear thinking is exactly why most people give up too soon. Here's the reality. You grind for years, save faithfully, and then check your account. What do you see? A sad little number that makes you think, at this pace, I'll be 90 before I hit 7 figures. And honestly, if money worked the way most people think it does, you'd be right. But here's the twist. Money doesn't work that way. Once you invest, your dollars stop being lazy. They start working. They earn returns. And then those returns earn even more returns. That chain reaction, that snowball, is what quietly creates millionaires. And it's not hype. It's not some late-night get-rich scheme. It's basic math that most people either don't understand, or worse, they don't believe applies to them. And the name of that math? Compound interest. Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. True or not, the principle is real. Those who understand compounding, they harness it to build serious wealth. Those who don't, they spend their lives wondering why money slips through their fingers. All right, let's run the numbers. Imagine you commit to investing $100 every single week. That's about $400 a month. Not pocket change, but also not impossible. We're talking a couple dinners out, a few subscriptions you won't even remember next month. Now assume your money grows at an average of 8% per year. That's conservative. The stock market has historically done better. So, how long until you stack your first $100,000? About 12 years. And yeah, 12 years sounds brutal when you're starting out. But think about it. 12 years ago, were you even the same person you are today? Time flies whether you invest or not. Now here's where people check out too early. During those first dozen years, most of the $100,000 comes from your own contributions. Roughly $62,000 of it is money you put in. Only $38,000 is growth. Respectable, sure, but not life-changing. And this is the danger zone. People look at that number and think, this is way too slow. Not worth it. But here's what they don't see. They've already broken through the hardest part of the climb. They've set the foundation for the real acceleration that's about to kick in. Let me prove it. To reach $200,000, you don't need another 12 years. You only need 6. Half the time. That's the compounding effect flexing its muscles. By year 18, you're at $200,000. And check this. Out of that, about $94,000 is your money, and a massive $106,000 is growth. For the first time, compounding has officially overtaken your own contributions. And here's the crazy part. At $200,000, you're not 20% of the way to $1 million. You're actually halfway there. That's why I said hitting $100,000 makes you a third of the way. Because compounding doesn't play by linear rules, it's exponential. Think of it like pushing a boulder uphill. The start is exhausting, brutal, but once you crest the peak, gravity takes over. Momentum does the work. Now let's fast forward. Keep putting in your $100 a week. Stay consistent. By year 36, your account crosses $1 million. You've personally contributed about $187,000 over 3 decades. The rest, more than $800,000, was created by compounding. Pause on that. 80% of your wealth came not from you, but from your money multiplying on its own. That's when things get surreal. Your investments are now generating about $80,000 per year in returns alone. Remember how impossible it felt to scrape together $100,000 over 12 long years? Now your portfolio casually throws off nearly that amount every single year. And the kicker? You didn't live like a monk. You didn't eat beans and rice in a shoebox apartment. All it took was $100 a week, intentional spending, and the snowball took care of the rest. Push forward to year 45, and the account tips over $2 million. Your annual returns? Around $160,000. Your money is now earning more than most people make from working. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Yeah, but what about inflation? What about market crashes? And honestly, I can't even find $100 a week right now. Let's hit those one by one. Inflation? The 8% return we assumed is inflation adjusted. Historically, the market averages closer to 10% before inflation. So this projection is already conservative. Market crashes? Here's the counterintuitive truth. Crashes are actually good for long-term investors. Why? Because while everyone else panics, your steady $100 buys more shares at a discount. When the market recovers, as it always has, you come out way ahead. Think of it like a flash sale on wealth. And if $100 a week feels impossible, look deeper. The average household spends over $600 a month on food. Cut just 25% with meal prep and smarter choices. You've freed up $150. That's more than enough. Or take cars. The average payment is $700 plus a month. Drive a reliable used car instead, cut that in half, and suddenly your investing money appears. Most people underestimate how much leaks out of their budget, not because they can't save, but because they've never challenged their default lifestyle. And here's the hidden magic. Once your account starts growing, watching it compound becomes addictive. You check in, see hundreds or thousands added in a single month, and suddenly investing isn't a sacrifice, it's motivation. You want to put in more. Raises, tax refunds, side hustle cash, it all finds its way into your account. That mindset shift separates those who build wealth from those who don't. The wealthy think differently. Every dollar is a seed. Spending isn't just what it costs today, it's what it costs in lost future growth. That $100 dinner could be hundreds, even thousands, in future compounding lost forever. This is why Charlie Munger said, the first $100,000 is the hardest. He wasn't just talking about money. He was talking about mindset, the discipline, the patience, the delayed gratification. Once you hit it, millionaire status stops feeling like a dream. It starts feeling inevitable. Opportunities open up too. That account becomes a cushion. Suddenly you can take career risks, launch a business, invest in real estate, all because you've got a safety net. Here's the irony. The same habits that get you to $100,000 make getting to $1 million even easier. By then, your discipline is built. Your income probably grew. That $100 a week could turn into $300, $400 without even feeling it. But here's the raw truth. The hardest part of wealth building isn't math. It's not even picking investments. It's sticking to the plan in a world addicted to instant gratification. Most people can't stand the wait. They chase shiny objects, luxury cars, gadgets, speculative bets, and wonder why their net worth never moves. Meanwhile, the wealthy keep playing the boring long game. Month after month, year after year, they feed index funds and let compounding do the heavy lifting. And boring? Works. And remember, everything I've laid out assumes no raises, no employer matches, no windfalls. In reality, wealth builds faster. Employer 401k match? That's free money. Side hustles, bonuses, inheritances, all accelerators. So don't overcomplicate it. Pick a total market or S&P 500 index fund. Invest regularly and leave it alone. Historically, that simple strategy has created more millionaires than any other approach. Here's the takeaway. Hitting $100,000 isn't just a milestone. It's proof you've made it through the steepest part of the climb. It's proof you're already a third of the way to millionaire status. The math doesn't lie. Time and compounding will do the rest, if you let them. Start today. Stay consistent. Because 36 years from now, you'll either look back in gratitude that you started or in regret that you didn't.